We're at the breaking point, and you feel it. What you're feeling is your nervous system tuning in, and you feel confused. You can't even put words into certain experiences you're having. That's your subconscious being wiped clean. A massive event is about to happen, and it could not be stopped. All animals are able to pick up on vibration and frequency. And just like when a massive event is about to happen and the animals, the birds act a certain way, they leave the area before a massive storm comes, or certain animals leave the area before a massive earthquake happens. Well, we're tuned into this field as well. And that's why you're getting this message, because you feel this inside of you. And it's not a comfortable experience. There are many people that are tuned into nature. They're connected to the earth. They're connected to God. They're connected to the source. And they're feeling this right now. They're feeling the collective. You see, animals of the same species, they're able to pick up on the collective field. And that's what we're feeling. And something is about to happen that is going to change the world that we're living in, the day-to-day experience that we have. We're not going back to where we were. And we're going to start to experience things that we've never experienced in our everyday lives before. And every person is going to experience it, feel it. You could be out in nature, you could be alone in your room, and you're still feeling this very intense frequency that we're all picking up. And you know, I'm out here and I'm connecting, and this is helpful. It's helpful in the sense where, you know, you might be experiencing those heart palpitations, and when you ground to the earth, your nervous system has to recalibrate to where we're all going. All right, where we're going to destination unknown. That's why a lot of people, they have a lot of anxiety. What is anxiety? It's fear of the future. We actually don't know. We don't know what we're really going to experience and where we're headed. All we know is that there is going to be change. Energy is the ability to cause change. We can detect energy's presence by noticing the change. So you are noticing changes in your point of homeostasis. You know how you normally feel. You're feeling quite off, and you're going to have to navigate these energies. There's a massive event that's about to happen, and it could not be stopped. And that's why we're back out here, and you know, I'm practicing what I preach, and I'm showing the world, you know, you might have to get back to the basics. You're going to have to get in touch with nature once again, which a lot of people, they're not in touch with nature. A lot of people suffer from nature's deficit disorder. But in this time of great change, it's imperative that you put your health and wellness first. A lot of people have swept it under the rug. And you know, the certain modalities that I share here on this channel and across all platforms, these are important to implement in our everyday life, because so many people are feeling it right now, and this event cannot be stopped. You know, the things that called you when you were a kid, these are the same things that call you in the now moment. I discussed the inner child. The things that I've done, you knew the answers as a child, the things that resonated with you. But, you know, we've been disconnected. We were told to grow up, and you lost yourself. And this reset that we're all experiencing, it's regaining our true soul's essence, who you were as a child, you know, the innocence that you were. That's who you truthfully are, but you got numb to it, you know, through society. There's an anger that we all pick up on, and you know, I heard certain phrases like, oh, if everyone was removed and taken out, you know, that was involved in something dark that was on the earth on a certain list, oh, the whole system would collapse. I'm out here in the light of Christ to let weak-minded people understand. We don't need a world, we don't need to live in a world like that. We need to live in a world that supports our children, because the children become adults and the cycle repeats and repeats until the cycle is broken. You're getting this message. You're a spiritual warrior. It's time to break the cycle. You know, the things that I did as a kid, climbing the rocks. I took you guys to that spot in Brooklyn where I used to climb on the concrete turtle, and that kind of reminds me. So now it could be years later and we're still climbing over things and getting back to where we were. You know, think about how you were as a child. That's what this event is all about. It's about our children. We are all the children. We are the children, the sons and the daughters of God. Look at this. This is what's important in life. Not the matrix things, not the stocks, not the materialistic things. Love, nature, family. This is what's important. So, I've been walking for miles. Take you on a little bit of a walk as I'm delivering the message. This is what I've been doing to ground to this energy, because there is a massive event that's about to happen and it could not be stopped, and you're picking up on it. And if you're feeling it, you could comment down below. Your nervous system is feeling it. We're all part of this world, in this ether. We're all connected, and even though there's nothing physical touching you, it's in the energy, and it cannot be avoided. So there's a few people in the community that are out here and do this walk, and we're all kind of feeling it. And I encourage anyone that is feeling it intensely at this time to get out and ground, walk outside in nature. And I connected with a woman out here. She escaped her country because there's something terrible over there, and she came here to escape that craziness that they're all going through. And she's intuitive, and she feels this, and she's out here walking as well. So a lot of people that feel, do you feel? Because a lot of people are numb. If you're a person that feels deeply, feel deep within the earth, and when you're that in tune to these energies, you're going to have a difficult time as we go through these changes. The changes are undeniable, and they will continue to happen, because we're not going back. We're not going back to the world how it was. Some people say, oh, you know, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to, it never was normal, okay? It never was normal. So we're not going back to where it was. You know, there's people that are concerned with social media, right? They're concerned with their image, and a lot of these things are fake, and it's not important in everyday life. All right, when you see how society has really over the past few years broken into two, and there are those that are connected and moving forward to where we're headed, and there's people that are still in that same hamster wheel. There are people that have took initiative knowing that no one was coming to save us over the past few years, and built empires and changed their life. And there's a lot of people that are on the same loop, repeating the same thing, okay? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. It's time to change your everyday life. You could feel this. When you are connected to what's truthfully important in life, you have an easier time. When you're concerned with the materialism, you're going to have a difficult time, because anything can happen, and you become strong when you could go it alone, when you take ownership of your life. That's why God put us on a threshing floor. It's quite intense, especially if you are feeling the heart palpitations, if you're feeling the nervous system, you're going to feel the shaking in the stomach, in the midsection, in the solar plexus. There's no escaping what's about to happen. We all have to go through it. And it's almost like, if you are in tune, it's like there is a pressure, and the pressure valve has to be released. So I'm going to break it down right now how this truthfully feels, because you're actually feeling in the quantum, in the ether, you're feeling what is being held up. So it's almost like your intuition, your body needs to move forward, but something is holding back this timeline, and you kind of feel this inside, and you kind of feel that it's being held back, and it's being held back until something has to give. And this is what you feel right now. Comment it down below if this is what you feel. And you're feeling like, so I've shared with the community, especially in the past year, you will go through these phases of tired and wired. Right now, you could put it like times 10. So you feel absolutely exhausted, wiped, but the heart is pounding, and I'm walking for miles out here, seeing some of the people that are also feeling this. Some of you watch the channel. I might have just walked past you, and but this is the new wave. This is the future. This is the time period where there's many people that are awake and aware to the truth of this reality and where we're headed. There's a massive event that's about to happen, and it cannot be stopped, and you feel it inside, and it's like there is something artificially almost holding it back, and you feel like the pressure that you have to give birth to something in the world. You have like an infinite amount of energy, even though you do feel tired and wiped, that it has to go towards something. It has to birth something into the world. There has to be some kind of change, because there's so much energy. Go back to the beginning of the lesson. Energy is the ability to cause change. So you might be stirring, and that pressure needs to be released. There has to be some sort of change that is going to create wherever we are headed. Where are we headed? We're headed to destination unknown. That's why your anxiety is high, because none of us know. But all we do know is that there will be a change. How this will play out, not sure. Put your health and wellness needs as your top priority. Make sure you're staying hydrated. After this, I'll be picking up my lemons and limes. Put it in the water. Do your grounding barefoot. Get off the treadmill. I just passed someone, he don't walk on the treadmill, he walks out here. Right? Many people, okay? Find your nature spot and get connected. Because the more you do this, this is exponentially better for you than eating the wrong food, being in the cubicle, doing the same thing, scrolling the internet. Are you scrolling or are you rolling? It's a very difficult time period, and it's that zone, that fog. That's the nervous system and your subconscious. So where in the past there was like physical things and people could talk about it on the TV, or people that, you know, can explain, it's very difficult to put it into words when it's dealing with your subconscious, when it's dealing with your nervous system, because the only way that we could actually experience a world that is good for our children, that is good for society as a whole, is if the subconscious programs are wiped clean. If your nervous system is recalibrated. So we're literally recalibrating our systems at this time to where we're headed for the future. So hitting that reset button, going through the system processing is terrifying because we're not used to it. We're not accustomed to it. We're at the breaking point. So that pressure that you feel, it has to go somewhere. And so the only advice, because I'm going through it as well, these are the this might be one other day, this might be 3 days, this might be another week, but this is where we are. And you might be feeling this now for many days, building up. This is way beyond how it was last year. I know there's people that are tuned in. You went through the 999. It's over year, kid. Last year was year 9. We're segueing into year 1. The one new beginning fire horse. And the fire horse is burning all the old. And, some people will get caught up in it. If you're on this message, you made it all the way through. You're focusing your attention. Because a lot of the humans in the modern era, they can't focus their attention. Squirrel! Oh! There's no squirrels out here, but the seagulls are out here. The otters are out here. I saw some of those Facebook reels with the otters. I think I need a pet otter when this is all done. They're so adorable. Anyway, I digress. Better days are ahead, but you're going to feel this right now. And I hope that this message gives you comfort at this time, because there's no one that's out there that's really going to talk about this on the news, right? On the TV, right? They're not going to talk about this. So there are people that are very in tune, and there are people that are scrolling on their phone. They're fluorinated. They're eating all the chemicals, and they have no clue. They're disconnected from God, from Source, from Mother Earth, from the Sun. Get with it, kid. Because this is happening with or without you. We just passed another anomaly in the Schumann resonance. And when you see those lines, and every time that we've had a major anomaly like that in the Schumann resonance, there's always a massive change. So a lot of the topics that I've presented tonight, we can feel it inside, right? Don't let people gaslight you. You could feel it inside. All of these roads lead to the change that we're going to experience. It's a convergence of energies. We got the solar flashes, we have the Schumann resonance spikes, and we have the alignments in the heavens that we haven't seen in thousands of years. There's no denying it, so we have to move through it. So really put a top priority on your grounding, on your food, your diet, your exercise. And I'm here to tell you authentically, I've pulled back in this energy. I don't have the strength to lift all that weight as I normally do. I cut it back. The grounding, the walking is the top priority right now. Okay? And the reason for this, you expend so much energy resetting the nervous system. So if you're feeling this tired, you have to conserve energy, right? And you're putting it towards that and the subconscious that is being reset. So we're focused like a laser beam, subconscious, nervous system, get our health and wellness up. If this message resonates with you, click the subscribe button and take the journey of our everyday lives, because this year we are creating a community of conscious creators that are moving forward with their everyday life. We're not going backwards. We're getting healthy again. We're going to start actually creating our reality and not just being a pawn and being swept away with the tide. All right? So I love you all. Let's get back into balance. Let's get back into alignment. There's a massive event that's about to happen. You could feel it inside. We are at the breaking point. We feel this very intensely. So click the like button and share this video so other people hear it. Know that you're not going crazy. We're all feeling it. And better days are ahead, but it's always darkest before the dawn. activational energy. The pressure is forming the diamond. I love each and every one of you. We're going through the Heinrich metamorphosis, and then you're going to fly like a butterfly. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. Hit us up. Here we go, baby. Hit us up on Facebook. Check out the videos on the channel page. Share this video. Keep moving. Stay positive. I love each and every one of you.